An interesting fact is that musicians count in fours, but dancers count in eights. Now, why is that? So I went down the rabbit hole of the internet and I found Julian from Juilliard, who's a musician and he's a dancer, so he could understand both sides, and his opinion and thoughts on this were that it's because of how each group needs to chunk information together. A musician has to read information off a piece of paper. So by counting in fours, it's a smaller amount of information to intake and visually absorb at one time. And also, it's a smaller chunk so you can arrange them flexibly when they're creating music. Dancers, on the other hand, have to move. And so 4 beats, bump, 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 isn't a lot of time to actually create a piece of movement. It's very short. And so by giving yourself 8 beats, 8 counts to do that movement, we're more free to create a more complete sentence of movement, let's call it, or piece of movement. And then David Fung added that in music, it's very rare to have a phrase or musical sentence that is only 4 beats. They exist, but they're not so common. And it's much more common to find a complete musical phrase that takes 8 counts. And so that's likely why dancers count in eights and musicians count in fours.